The Russo brothers have confirmed the Soulstone theory. Avengers Infinity War has been out for a week now, and not only has the epic Marvel superhero flick been smashing box office records, expectations, and theories, but it has completely destroyed our feels. And with it about to cross the $1 billion threshold faster than any other film in history, we've been grabbing onto any and all speculation to get us through this year-long wait until Avengers 4. And some of the best speculations we've seen have everything to do with that most mysterious of all gems, the Soulstone. I don't know why I did that. Now, this should be obvious, but if you haven't seen Infinity War, this episode is chock full of spoilers, so you should board your Quinjet and get out now. Seriously though, why are you even watching this video if you haven't seen Avengers Infinity War? You're just doing it to yourself. Spoiler. Even before Infinity War hit theaters, the mystery of the Soulstone has plagued fans and shows like ours for months, nay, years. Guys, I've been talking about this for years now. It's been a lot. And while Avengers 3 gave us plenty of answers, it has also left us with plenty of new questions, which of course has led to new theories around the Orange Stone. A lot of us noticed that immediately after Thanos' fateful snap, he is instantly seen in a hazy orange place and has a bittersweet interaction with the child version of his daughter Gamora. Now, this could have been a classic dreamlike sequence, but knowing the Marvel Universe and the sometimes trippy qualities of its magic and power, many fans, like yours truly, theorize that Thanos was in fact in the Soulstone itself at this time, and to take that a step further, the super sleuths, again, moi, began to consider that maybe Gamora was actually still alive inside the Soulstone, but now trapped in it since it was Thanos' sacrifice of her life that got him the gem in the first place, and guess what? I was right! During a recent visit to a high school in Iowa, Infinity War co-director Joe Russo confirmed that these theories were in fact true. While taking questions from the students, Russo confirmed that yes, the orange hazy place was inside the Soulstone and that Gamora was alive there. After having to guard so many secrets from us before the film dropped, it must feel good to just let tidbits like that spill, right, Joe? I mean, felt good for me. Yeah, I'm feeling really good right now. And it's a very good thing for Gamora fans to hear. Gamora being alive in the Soulstone means that we could see her back in the Marvel Cinematic Universe in the flesh and not just in flashbacks and memories. But what exactly could Gamora still being alive in the Soulstone mean for Avengers 4? Well, there's definitely some precedent for characters not only being stuck in the Soulstone, but also managing to get out. The idea of heroes getting stuck inside a pocket dimension of an infinity gem has been in the comics for years. That pocket dimension was called Soul World, and it was described as a peaceful place where souls that get sent there live in harmony and share a dimensional consciousness. In the comics, whoever wields the Soul Gem also controls the souls that are trapped inside Soul World, making it nearly impossible to ever leave if the owner of the gem doesn't want you to. But there are a handful of characters who do manage to escape. One of them being Adam Warlock, who kind of made his MCU debut in the post-credits scene from Guardians of the Galaxy Part 2, and another Soul World escapee happens to be our girl, Gamora. And even through our shock and sadness at seeing Gamora meet her maker, we see how she could still be a key part of defeating Thanos. In an interview with Empire, Joe Russo said that you have to find vulnerabilities for characters of Thanos' level of strength. Look for their emotional and physical life. That's where we figure out how to make those characters crack. And the closest that Thanos ever came to really cracking in Infinity War was on Volmir when he had to make the decision to sacrifice his daughter, whom he genuinely loves, to get that Soulstone. So like any villain or secret agent in any movie or show ever, love and family proved to be a weak spot for Thanos, which could later be used to bring him down. And if the Soulstone theory follows closely to the lore of the comics, then Gamora's soul is still alive in the Soulstone, where she could possibly help get through to Thanos and convince him somehow to restore all souls he's snap-dusted into oblivion. And that ties in pretty nicely with yet another Soulstone theory, that every single person that Thanos killed after he obtained the Soulstone is also still alive in there, hanging out. Which could mean one possibility for Avengers 4 is that the remaining Avengers, or the ones trapped inside, could band together to get control of the Soulstone and return all those souls back to their fleshy husks. That sounds gross. A stretch, maybe. But who would have thought that Marvel would have killed off most of their lineup with the snap of a finger? Uh-oh, there goes half of Nerdist! Kidding. But what do you folks think? Will Gamora escape the Soulstone somehow in Avengers 4? Do you think the rest of the Avengers are in there too? And does Soul World just sound like a funky disco club from the 70s? Let's discuss. Also, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell to get notified every time a new video pops. And hey, are you loving our week in review show, Nerdist News What the Friday? If you haven't, check it out. You can get it for free in podcast form over on iTunes or wherever awesome podcasts are heard. And if you want to join in on the live video version to vote in polls and weigh in on the topics in the chat, just head on over to projectalpha.com and use the promo code WTFriday to get a 60-day free trial. Have a great weekend! May the 4th be with you.